What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Ivan, and today I'm going to be doing a two-in-one video. I'm actually going to be making a delicious homemade rice that's going to be kind of Mexican-y, and I'm also going to be making a delicious homemade boiled beans. So I don't know about you guys, but it's something that I definitely grew up with my entire life in our household. It was always in our fridge, and it's something that's near and dear to my heart. And with that, let's get cooking. Welcome back, guys. So for the first step, I'm actually going to go ahead and start with the beans. So first I'm going to put those to boil because those take anywhere between 2.5 to 3 hours. It takes a while for them to get cooked, but the end result is so much better than having anything that comes from a can or anything like that. As long as you give yourself a little bit of time, you're always going to be able to make a delicious boiled bean. So with that, we're going to go ahead and throw these beans in. 5 cups there. And we're going to throw in a heavy pinch of salt, and basically we're going to just let that go. And I'm actually using sea salt, something that I prefer for boiled beans, and that's it. We're going to let that boil for 2.5 to 3 hours, and we're going to just make sure that we're checking in, we're stirring it, making sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom. And with that, let's get on to the next item, and I'm actually going to go ahead and throw in the rice. And same thing, the rice is very simple to make as long as you give yourself about a half an hour to 45 minutes for you to make it. Super easy. With that, let's go ahead and throw the rice in. Here I have a hot skillet. First we're going to throw in about 3 tablespoons of oil. And then you go ahead and you throw your rice in there. And we're going to be toasting the rice. Alright guys, our rice is toasting. We're actually going to add 2 garlic cloves to that, and we're going to just be mixing that up, toasting it with the garlic until it gets a nice kind of a light brown color. And at that point we're going to be adding in our water. So I made 3 cups of rice. So usually the measurement for rice is 2 cups of water for every 1 cup of rice. That usually works for just about any type of rice. And that's what I have here. So we're going to go ahead and keep on moving the rice, make sure that everything gets toasted, and we're going to go ahead and add our water in a little while. And with that, we'll be right back in a minute. Okay guys, welcome back. So I'm actually going to go ahead and add the water now. So like I said before, I'm adding 6 cups of water in because I made 3 cups of rice. It's 2 cups per 1 cup of rice. So let's go ahead and do that. And when you do this, you have to be careful because a lot of steam is created and I don't want anybody getting hurt. So let's go ahead and do that. And to this rice, we're actually going to go ahead and add about 1.5 tablespoons of chicken bouillon. So chicken bouillon is something that we use for our rice. I'm not exactly sure, but it definitely is an enhancer, and it makes the rice so much better. You want to make sure you stir that in really well. And with beans, I'm just gonna put the lid on it. I'm gonna let that simmer for half an hour to 35 minutes, and we should have a beautiful fluffy rice at the very end. Alright guys, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and take the time right now to check on the beans as well. We're gonna take the lid off. Be careful with the steam as well. Give them a good stir. And like I said, time is what's going to be your best friend on this dish right here. We're going to go ahead and just keep checking on it, making sure that it's not sticking for the next 2 hours roughly. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and give the rice a nice little stir. And I'm also going to remove the 2 garlic cloves that I added earlier because we don't want anybody getting a big bite of garlic. As you know, it's super strong and not that pleasant. As you can tell, it's getting a nice little color now. Now, if I could only find that last garlic clove, will be golden. Stop recording. And we just go ahead and put the lid right back on that and let that simmer for the next 25 minutes because it's been about 5 now. And with that, we'll be back in a little while and we'll check on it, everything again, make sure that everything is going well. Welcome back guys. So at this point, I'm actually going to go ahead and check on the rice, make sure that it's nicely cooked. It's been about half an hour. Yeah, that looks about good. You can always tell when it's ready if the water's already all soaked up. At that point it should be nice and ready to go. We're gonna go have a little taste test and make sure that it's ready to go. Oh yeah, that's so good. Tastes garlicky. You get that salty flavor from the chicken bouillon. It's nice and al dente. It's not overcooked, and it's exactly it's perfect for any dish that you might want to have it as a side dish. So if you want to make a carne asada, like I mentioned before, some just beans and rice with some delicious cheese on top, anything. So welcome back guys. So we're gonna actually go ahead and check on the beans now. It's been about 2 hours now. I just let them simmer. I checked in on them every 20-30 minutes, made sure that they were not sticking to the pan, and they're good to go. They're nice and tender. Give them a nice little mix. I'm gonna go ahead and take some out, and we're gonna have a taste test and make sure that they're nicely salted. But other than that, this is pretty much ready to go, and it is ready for you to use for anything. Refried beans. Let's go ahead and have a taste of these beans to make sure they're nice and tender and that they're nice and cooked. Super hot, but they're super tender. They're delicious, nice and salty, and basically that's all you need to make rice and beans. Once again, thank you for watching the video to the very end. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll make sure that I respond to as many of those as I can if I do get any again. That is only my 3rd video. Thanks again, Ivan with Ivan's Chicano Kitchen, and until next time, we'll see you guys.